Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. We are already in Do Not Disturb, owing to the fact that we're recording 2 episodes today. We just finished recording 127, and this is number 128. Do Not Disturb dog walking. Yeah, because this walk takes a lot longer than an hour. I can't think of any better way to get full coverage than to just record 2 episodes at once. Hey, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for watching. Definitely helps if you hit like and subscribe. I know that's what every YouTuber says. Yeah, please do that. I'm really stoked with the amount of viewers and subscribers and watch time that we've already got. Happy about that. This is my drinking straw, just in case you didn't know, for a water bladder backpack that I wear. It's a godsend, but it makes me make funny noises during the recordings that I'm a little bit slightly embarrassed about, maybe, or maybe I don't give a. Now in future, we're not going to do it today, but up on that mountaintop there is a landmark that I'd like to go and see on the record on a dog walk sometime. And the rest of the reserve over there. We've been walking already for an hour from Onepoto Road, following the coastline, and now we're going to use the inland track to take us back to where we came from. The inland track is a little bit strenuous because it's a bit of a mountain climb to go on it, and hey, if you think I talk too much, the best way to get me to shut up is to make me walk up a hill, because then I just don't have enough air for all the talking. Anyway, here we are, just as I described. We started here and we've walked along the coast. In episode 127, we got around to here. And now, in this recording, we're going back to where we started. Sorry, I did a little bit of time travelling there for the sake of taking care of some private business. And while we were off recording, the friend that we met earlier, who was also doing the loop but the opposite direction to us, she just let us know that it's quite windy up the top here, so yay! It's not my favourite warning, but at least we know. I guess we could have assumed it's pretty windy down here even. Whew. Yeah, this track's definitely been improved since I last visited. improved and then further weathered again, but definitely improvement on last time I saw it. Woo! Come on, Quigley. I'll tell you what, this surface is really not safe for mountain bikers. I just know from prior experience, especially at the bottom of a hill like this. They come zoom, 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 and if they're not prepared for it, they're either going to fly over it and get lucky, or they're going to fly over it and go, ah! I think I remember why they ban horses from this inland track, because at some parts of this trail it would be quite dangerous for a horse. It really would be, because if they fell down they'd probably get very hurt. Let's hope he doesn't get snagged. Yep, safe. Oh, this hill's a bit of a steep one. Here we go. Oh, a little bit of a burn. Oh. Oh, okay. I wonder why it says toilet on that thing. I wonder if anyone's ever taken it literally. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. This place has changed a lot. And there's some regrowth. Bits of gorse still here. But last time we were up here, this was like walking between two overgrown sides of the trail, you know. And this has all been murdered back away from the path and then grown back. All of this stuff looks dead and black from poisoning probably. Quigley! Whitireia! Yeah! Quigley! Yeah, you wait for me, yeah? Do I have to wonder if there'll be any glowworms up here at night? Some of these sort of vertical earth walls here, they're the prime places that glowworms nest and make their little burrows into the terrain. Wow, look at that, just absolutely murdered all of that. That's what I want to see. Plenty of places that we go, I want to see the gorse being murdered, because that's what it deserves. It ruins our natural spaces. So thanks to the local regional government for sending guys up here to kill it. I am particularly disturbed by gorse, which is what that is, by the way, these yellow flowers. Because of the pollen, I have the worst hay fever in the summer. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to making dog walk recordings in the summer, but at the same time, I know that when the time comes for that, I will be suffering hay fever from time to time. Yeah, so I'll see how I handle that when the time comes. I'm glad we started making these YouTube recordings in the winter. I love the winter, and I've managed to stay motivated and healthy and well. I can imagine in the summertime just feeling ill from allergic reaction. We'll see. I mean, like, it's not so bad now that I'm as old as I am. Most of my trauma about it is from my teens and my 20s. That's when I had the worst time of it. I used to be really vigilant too about staying away from allergen sources. These days I'm not as vigilant. Leave it. Don't drink that green stuff. It's probably no good for you. Alright, how am I doing for time target? Perfect. Perfect. Hey! Quigley! Taihua. Taihua. Quigley. Something I don't explain a lot, but I probably could or should, is that I'm not fluent in our native language here in New Zealand, but I still like to use it as much as I can. And oftentimes when I'm speaking to my dog, I use our language, te reo Māori, to talk to him. Quigley! Hey! He spotted something. This is dangerous. Quigley! Quigley! Haere mai! Haere mai! Haere mai means come to me, by the way. Hey! Good boy. Hey! Quigley! Haere mai! Haere mai! Here! Here! Sit! Sit now! Sit! Hey! Te tiro mai! Look at me! Te tiro mai! Sit! Sit! Down! Sit! 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 Sit down! Sit! Who's in charge of this operation? Hey? Not you. It's me. What's going on with your mouth? Hey? Is a good boy, Quigley? You going to be a good boy? I reckon it must have been a bird or a rabbit that he saw. Good boy, stay with me. Taihua. Taihua. Good boy. Good boy, Quigley. Taihua. Quigley. Taihua. Good boy, Taihua. Quigley. Good boy, Taihua. It might get to a point one day where I feel safe enough not to have him on the long line. If you watch most of the first 100 episodes we recorded, which I don't really expect anyone to do, but you know, if you did, you'd know that I had him on a short leash for most of the first 100 episodes. And then we got a long line and I thought, oh, I'll try it, because I wasn't really that keen. And I do prefer to try and keep him close to the camera because he's the star of the show, right? But the long line, I started deploying it and it just grew on me. Oh my goodness, hands-free most of the time, that's good. I mean, a lot of the time, maybe not most of the time. And then I still am quite safe and comfortable, you know, grabbing a hold of it, keeping him on a shorter tether when necessary. So it's working out good. And these days I am glad that Quigley is enjoying the freedom of not having to drag his human around. Ooh, another bait trap trail. Hey, Quigley. Haere mai. Quigs. Haere mai. Yeah. Good boy. It's a bit of a track washout here. Yeah, so I can start to hear it now. Down there is a tributary stream. And as we descend this hill, we get closer and closer to sea level and the stream. I try to reiterate the rules of my YouTube channel on every recording, mostly because a lot of the time it's people's first time watching, and I don't mind annoying anybody who watches avidly by saying the same things over and over again. But yeah, the guidelines for this YouTube channel, you know, I might talk too much or I might not talk much at all, depending on my mood, but the rule is called never mind the 6 o'clock news, and that serves as a guideline for myself and any guests that we might have on the channel. I pre-warn them that you can talk about pretty much anything except anything that might be on the 6 o'clock news, and it serves as a guideline for myself, basically to keep me from talking about stupid stuff. I think most of the crap and controversy on the news, it's not really, I mean, I have opinions on it, but it's not worth sharing on this channel because I want to keep these recordings cruisy and chill, down to earth and non-controversial. Yeah, and then the other guideline I have, for the sake of all you viewers, is the slogan is "Show us the poop," which you can all chant to your heart's content, because I will never show you the poop, except if it's in a poop bag. I might dangle it in front of the camera like, poop in the bag. But that's it. You don't get to see my dog poop. I regard that as his private business. So if I do happen to accidentally capture that on video, I will edit that out. Most of the time I'm pretty good at just giving him his privacy and not pointing the camera in that direction. Now, I wish I could apply that rule to the amount of times he wheezes on things, but I'm not. I do swerve the camera away from him as often as I can when he wheezes, but he does it so frequently, and sometimes I'm oblivious, and so I can make no promises to avoid that. Yeah, so those are the two main rules. Never mind the 6 o'clock news and show us the poop. So in the future, I imagine us going out to add more dog walk recordings to the Walkies with Friends playlist, and walking with friends, wearing microphones and having a walking, talking kind of podcasty conversation But what are we going to talk about? I don't want to get dragged down talking about our opinions on what's happening in global or local politics and things like that. So, and the guideline there is about talking to what we see, what we're seeing, hearing, feeling, doing, our dogs, if we all have dogs. I used to think that I would just only have people as guests on the channel if they brought their dog too, but I thought that was kind of unfair to some of my friends who express a keenness to join in, but they don't have a dog. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, you can come help me walk my dog, let's walk and talk. And so it's not mandatory to have a dog to join us on the dog walks. But I do really like to have other dogs come with us. Like doggy play dates. Hey. Alright. We're practically back to the beginning now, sort of. The loop part of the track begins and ends here for us as we approached it at this location. And then this trail that we're going to take is returning us back to where we started, where our lovely vehicle is parked. So, just in case, I should have said this at the beginning, but we've just completed the loop, right? More or less. In the prior recording, because I've decided to record 2 episodes of for our adventure channel today. Just because it takes so long to cover this terrain, this ground. So if you want to see the beginning of this walk, you have to navigate to the previous episode, 127, DND Dog Walk 127. Good. And of course at the beginning of that recording is when we covered this ground already. It's actually quite scenic. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, because we go walking all around this coastline. And we saw some kite surfers. We come across a couple of deceased animals, unfortunately, but I didn't film. Well, I accidentally filmed one, but I didn't film the other one. I just sort of think, you all don't need to see that. Quigley! Taihua! Hey! Quigley! Taihua! Wait! Sit! Quigley! Sit! 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 Right there, where you are. Quigley! E noho! Quigley! Quigley! E noho! Sit! Sit! He doesn't get it because he's not used to sitting so far away, but I've got to do this training. Noho. E noho. E noho kuri. Te tiro mai. No, he's just not doing it. Embarrassing. You're embarrassing me. Sit. Sit. See, he knows what I want. He's just like standing there going, why? Hey. Hey, quickly. Wait. Wait. Waiting. Good boy. Waiting. That's my good boy. Hey. Come here. Sit. Sit. I need to give you some scruffles. Sit. Sit down. Good boy. Do you know what his problem is? He wants a treat. And so as soon as he realises, hey, why am I doing what you asked me to do? You haven't got a TREAT. Well, that's what I just witnessed. Just so you know, that's what that looks like to me. He's just like, what? No TREAT? Screw you then. We saw the film yesterday. Yesterday we saw the film Wild Robot. And there's some quite memorable lines in that film. I feel like I'd have to watch it again to properly harvest some good movie quotes. But the one I walked away with was task completed. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my performance? Anyway, you have to watch the movie, I guess. If you know, you know. Yeah. Wild Robot. Which, you know, if you want me to describe it to you, it's an animated film. Very nicely animated. Maybe you could have done better. It appears a little bit lo-fi at times, but sometimes that's a stylistic choice. Bit of a groovy art bent. But anyway, the film is about a robot shipment has been lost in the wild. And the robot emerges and tries to what do you call it? It tries to obey its programming and seek its master and become a useful appliance. But it's in the wilderness, so all that really happens is it comes across animals. So it learns to communicate with the animals, and then a little baby goose imprints onto the robot because its parents aren't there when it hatches, and suddenly the robot becomes mother to the goose. And then the rest of the journey in the film is about the little baby goose getting rejected from the rest of the goose community because it's friends with the monster, aka the robot. And yeah, there's a journey that goes with that. Hey, look at this. That's a people counter. It's sending light beams across here to this reflector, and whenever people pass by, it counts. Guess you could mess with it and pass by it several times on purpose to mess with it. Now, in the previous recording, when we came through here, I was making a great effort to keep Quigley's longline out of the mud and puddles. But at this point, there's no point even trying, because I've already failed in those aims a few times now. So we'll just let it ride. Oh, I'm really glad we came to walk here. I've really enjoyed it. The only neg for me is the weather. Although I kind of like the weather at the same time. The wetness comes and goes. I'm glad it wasn't constant. That would have, a barrage of rain would have really upset me. But a little bit of rain here and there's okay. A little bit of damp, yeah, fine. A cool breeze, yeah, excellent, because you get quite warm walking, especially on that hilly bit, that uphill. It didn't get as windy as at the top as I was advised by a passerby, but that must have been just her bad luck. Quigley likes to eat grass. I think he chews on it and doesn't necessarily chew it up and swallow it, but I'm not 100% sure. I remember a few years ago when I brought Quigley here, like he was like he was like a little puppy at the time. No, he was about the same size as he is now, but very much younger. And he got really muddy that time too. And last time I brought him back all muddy, I had to wash him. Oh, that was the good thing. I could wash him because I had the house bus with us, and our awesome house bus can pump water to an outside hose and fit the attachment, spray them down. I'm just having these revelations because I don't have that facility this time. Because we don't have the house with us, we just have our car. However, all is not lost because there are boat sheds at the end of this walk, and sometimes boat sheds have hoses and a water tap, and I'm sure that they, I mean, if it was my boat shed, I'd be like happy for people to use the facility as long as they don't abuse or damage the facility. So if I can, we're going to get down to the end here and I am going to look for a hose. Right, this constant mud here, which means there's a flow problem. Oh, I definitely don't want to walk on this. Do you know what? I'm just not going to. I'm going to go the way that we came last time. And I'm going to pause the recording for some more private business while I'm here. Okay, so the tide has come up here since we were here an hour ago. And there's only just enough dry terrain for me to walk through here now. There's one rule when you're grabbing sticks quickly, and that's not to smash my shins with them. You dopey guy. I'm glad he left the stick. Yeah, definitely plenty of previous episodes where he's grabbed a stick and held on to it for a good 20 minutes, half an hour. He does that sometimes. Quigs, Tai hoa. Hey! You wait. Waiting. Wait. Wait. Good. Tai hoa. Yeah. Heel. Quigley. Heel. Kapai. Heel. Good boy. Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Good boy. Good boy, Quigley. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Kapai, goody. Hikoi. Hikoi o te kuri. Keep walking quickly. I'll let go of that. Ugh. Alright. I think I'm not going to get lucky with a boat shed hose with the tide so high. But I'm still going to have a look. Quigley. Yeah. I like this. Kiwi Ingenuity Inventors Studio, number 54, Orepoto Road. There's a hose tap down there, but there's no hose. Quigley. Tai hoa. Let's get you in this water, huh? Hey, tai hoa. Let's see if it rinse you off with seawater here. Yep. Want to get it? Oh, I did that thing where it runs away in the water. Should we try another one? I like this one. Yeah. Quigs. Bring it. Yeah, bring it. Good boy. Try again. Good boy. Good boy. That's pretty deep. That's good. Oh, thanks for going in for a rinse off quickly. That sort of achieved my aims. I can only apologise that it's not seawater. I mean, fresh water. This cone, I have to check if it's stable there or not. No, it just lives there. That's pretty cool. What's this place? It's the Rodders, the Capital Rodders Clubhouse. They have once monthly meetings in here. Hot rods. Boat sheds. Now, at the beginning of the previous episode, we saw all these boat sheds. So now you'll get to see them from this angle. I like boat sheds. Kind of wish I could own one. Maybe I will one day. There's a water tap. No hose though. Sometimes these boat shed owners will leave a hose outside. but I haven't seen one yet. But it's okay, I think Quigley rinsed himself off to an acceptable level. I think that's where I'm going to call the end of this recording. The previous one is an hour because we've run out of time, obviously. We couldn't possibly fit all of this into one recording. Tell you what, sweet. I'm going to sit here on this bench, which is a strong level 4. Yep. As will that one over there be. Park bench ratings, folks, that's what we get into on these dog walks. Not so much when we're close to home because we walk around there so frequently that we've never rated them and we never will because we see them all the time. But when we're in rarely visited places, we like to put a rating on. The rating scale is out of 8. Most things are a level 4. Level 3 is the lowest acceptable one. Level 1 and 2 are just absolutely horrific. I'm not even going to sit on those. Level 5 is excellent. 6, 7 and 8 probably don't exist. 8 would probably have to be jewel encrusted. We'd expect to find that at the King of England's house or something, or the Sultan of Brunei or whatever. They don't exist. Anyway, that's it. We're going to say hooray, there's our waka over there. We're going to go get on board and go home. And we're going to say thank you for watching this episode of The Adventures of Quigley Wuggles. Hey, thanks for watching and we will see you on the next one.